pick up the phone and start dialing. Are you on baby step 3? Trying to get out of debt? And then pick up the phone and start dialing. Best beef jerky ever.
It's not the best beef jerky ever.
We bought it from a used car store.
You didn't buy it from anybody. This is gonna be our answer video because we gotta get it done and we're tired and Jojo's driving us nuts.
It's Monday.
So this is also how we're gonna announce what we're having.
We're pretty boring.
Because people keep asking and wanna know, so this is our boring announcement.
So, 3, 2, 1.
Boy.
Live from your living room. Oh. Boy.
We're having a boy.
She's lying.
Just kidding.
Another girl.
Let's just say we're going to save money in our budget and not have to buy a bunch of new stuff.
The Lord wanted us to have 3 babies because I'll try 3 times and we'll have our jet on the 3rd one. I say that now, but when it goes to man-to-man defense, right now it's zone defense, me and her versus JoJo. It's just gonna be man on man. Baby on baby.
So that's our boring way of announcing what we're having. And name, it's gonna be Baby Jordan.
Jaden.
Jordan.
Jaden. Jet.
Stop it.
Okay, sorry.
Baby Jordan. That's gonna be her name. JoJo knows it. Everybody knows it. And it's a family name. So that's why we chose that. I probably look really fat sitting with this.
Well, you're pregnant, so it's all good.
Okay, so we got lots of random questions. We'll start with some personal ones. Number 1, how did you meet?
We met in high school. She was best friends with my sister. Y'all have sleepovers and
Me and his sister became best friends in 7th grade. And I remember me and one of my other best friends looking through our yearbook one night at her house, and we, for some reason, because Jared had this like huge red fro, and he was a skinny little loser. He was a punk. He was a punk.
I'm not a punk.
And we were like, thought it was weird, but we thought that he was cute.
I was a cool punk.
So that's how we met. Is I was best friend with his sister, and we're still BFs.
That's a cool question. I like that one.
So how old were you two when y'all met? Well, like I started being best friends with his sister when I was in 7th grade, but we didn't even talk till like my freshman year.
I was too good for her.
And you would have been a junior?
Yeah, I was older, so I was 17. Let's see that one. How about who introduced you to Dave
We're
Ramsey?
going kind of in order of personal and then Dave Ramsey and then baby stuff. Did you guys go to university?
I went to Harvard. Yeah, right. We went to a university, yes. We went to a college university. We went to University of Texas in Arlington. She went to some other stupid
We went to
school.
a community college first and then both went to UTA in Arlington.
Another interesting fact, we went to college together. We went to the same community college and then we graduated from the same university.
Because you copied me.
No, she copied me. Because I did it smart. I went and got my basics done at a community college at a third of the price. Same classes. And then went to a university to do my concentrated degree, which was marketing and management. Okay. It wasn't in the question, but I just
Yes,
thought
it
I'd throw
does.
that
It
in
says,
there.
what did you both study?
Oh yeah. Well, okay. I
He
studied.
got double degree.
Yeah, got a double major. Took me 7 years, but I was going to be an architect, so that didn't happen. I did 2.5 years in architect school, and then I transferred my degree, my major, to marketing and management. I had so many hours that they were allowing me to just get a whole other degree, so I did. So what is your degree? She's got basket weaving.
No, what does he call it? German polka history. Pretty much that's what Dave would say to me. I went for like 6 or 7 years and changed my mind probably like 10 times. I wanted to go to culinary arts school and then I wanted to be a dental hygienist. and
Court reporter.
court reporting was the first one, and then a teacher. I went to teacher for a while, and math because I love math. I love majoring in math, and then after that many years, I was just tired of going to school and couldn't decide what I wanted to do, so I got a degree in it's called University Studies. It was like having these
Just kidding.
three
Sorry.
majors instead of one minor. It's a
Um,
bachelor's degree, and I don't even remember my 3 areas of study.
No, that's good. It doesn't, well, you know, honestly,
Business.
it's a piece of paper from a university. You know, it's something that, you know, you definitely got an education from it.
Yeah, well, it was a waste.
But, you know, your calling is coming up.
I feel like now if I could go back to school, I would want to go like for nutrition.
You're already pretty good at that, so it'd be good to know it. You can still study it.
What is your husband's job?
I am a recruiter. I get to put people to work.
He's not a military recruiter.
Not military. I'm a headhunter. So I work with clients and partner with them to go out and find the right people. And I love it. It's very rewarding, but it's
1 week he loves it, the next week he hates it.
people, yeah. There's a lot of variables. It's sales, so it's human capital. I'm basically working with people, so it's not a fixed product. There's a lot of variables that go into what I do, but when it all pans out, I know God works with me on a lot of these things, and when they happen, it's awesome to be a part of it, and I know when He's there, because you know I hear it from the other end. People tell me, "Thank you for getting me a job. Thank you for calling me. You know, I know it's a God thing." And they've said that to me before, and it's pretty awesome. So.
Oh my gosh, look at your toenails.
Oh yeah, I did some dirt work yesterday, barefooted. But yeah, I get to put people to work, so I love it.
So if you need a
Get people
job,
jobs.
just call him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool question. I like that. I like when people ask me what I do. What do you do? Because I do want to know.
Whoever asks that, what do you do?
Any maintenance technicians out there? That's what I recruit for. A lot of production, manufacturing, maintenance technician, production positions. I'm blabbing. Go ahead.
What kind of cars do you drive?
A Bentley. I'm just kidding.
He drives a Hyundai Sonata
I
2011.
can talk for myself.
Well, you
I
kinda
drive a
talk and
Hyundai
talk and
Sonata.
And I,
Awesome.
3 or 4 days ago, I was driving a 2011 Honda Civic, but now I drive a 2008 Honda Pilot,
Yeah, we did pay cash for
and we paid cash for it. So it's my first SUV, my mommy car, and I love it. Okay, if you guys could move anywhere in the world, where would you move?
I'm already here, baby.
I definitely would love to move to another state because our family drives me nuts.
They're gonna see that.
I already know.
Fort Worth, Texas. Oh wait, I already live there.
I would want to move to Idaho because of
Idaho.
Shay Carl and because of how pretty it is, and whoever knew that was such a pretty state.
Okay. Where I wanna move? Place where there's a lot of beef jerky.
Free.
Free. That's what I'm gonna say. 'Cause I
You really
don't
don't have anywhere in the world that you'd like to move?
like move, live right here. Really, honestly.
Yeah,
It is.
it's boring.
I love where I'm at.
We live in the busiest city ever. What's your favorite restaurant?
Texas Day Brazil.
It's like $50 a person. And mine is called Japanese Palace. It's a hibachi grill. We've been to a few different hibachi grills, and this one is always my favorite.
I don't know.
You might recall it from the debt-free date video. Of course, that's where we went. And it is amazeballs. But other than that, any Mexican food is my most favorite food.
Texas Day Brazil, they bring meat out on steaks on sticks. They'll slice it out for you. I mean, endless meat. I mean, you gotta tell them to stop coming. So like, I walk in there, like starve myself for like 4 or 5 days before I know I'm gonna eat there. No, I don't. But I really go in there and just pig out. Check it out.
Have y'all lived in Texas your whole life, or were you born in a different state?
Lived in Texas all my whole life. Born and raised here, y'all. Yep, Dallas, Texas was born.
Yeah, we're
Moved
pretty
in.
lame.
Moved to a small town in Boyd. That's where we met when I was 3rd grade. I could have stayed in Mesquite, been a professional baseball player.
You should have. How long have y'all lived in your house, and do you plan on paying it off?
Yes.
Well, we lived here. This past August would have been 3 years.
Wow.
So I guess 3.5 years, and we would love to pay it off, but if we had another kid, a 3rd kid, if we happen to, before we pay it off, then we're gonna have to move and get a bigger house. But we'd love to keep it in the family because we do love our house and we got a great deal on it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well,
Ballin'.
next
Just kidding.
is says Jessica still planning on staying home once baby number 2 arrives. So where do I see myself in 5 years? Yeah, hopefully staying at home.
Where do I see myself?
And maybe with Leo by then.
I've actually written this down. Where I want to be. You want to put my journal and read it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll try to remember off the top of my head. In 5 years, I want Jessica to be a stay-at-home mom with our 3 kids. Now it'll be 2 girls and a boy. I have a little baby Jet, the youngest, running around. My job either going really well where I'm at as a recruiter now, or transitioning myself into a job where my father's company is, where they do Rain Ranchers, rainranchers.com, check them out, where I can become a sales manager or marketing manager for them. And that would be awesome to have a family business, but I got a lot of work to do to get there. They do too, so
In
yeah.
5 years, JoJo would be she'd be like 8.
Gosh dang it.
In 3rd grade.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We went
Wow.
we went to Dave Ramsey's
That
Smart
freaks me out.
Conference, and Chris Hogan spoke about retirement, and he had a very detailed idea for what his future is going to look like with his grown kids and all his grandbabies,
Yeah, it was awesome.
and the type of old man he's going to be and what he's going to be called, and it was hilarious.
Big pop.
So,
Well, we got that too, though, you know. I got my retirement plan. You got to sit down. He basically was talking about sitting down and writing down your dream, having that vision, putting it down and being very detailed about it so that it is so vivid and you want it so bad that there's nothing that can stop you from getting it, you know. You were that vivid, and it was really awesome and inspiring, and that's kind of how I've done things, that I've visioned things in my mind, like this paying off this debt, that, you know, we got so hungry for it that we saw it, that it can be done. And same thing with retirement, you know. You
Try
gotta,
with this piece.
same thing with retirement, you gotta get fired up about it. You gotta sit down and write down your dreams, your goals, and
Now that you're out of debt, besides baby step 3, what's your next biggest goal?
make it
Probably
better.
just to get me home and to be financially okay with me being at home.
Yeah, I want to dial in my career. I gotta start really focusing in on what I'm gonna be doing the next 10 years to make us money and survive and live a good enough lifestyle and fill our cup and overflow it.
Copier. Well, our other biggest goal after babies, besides baby step 3, was to pay for cash for a bigger car, and we did that. So
It's 5 years, that's a really good one. That makes me think. JoJo's gonna be 8 years old.
somebody asked how long we've been married and how did you meet. So tomorrow is 3
8 years. Oh, 3 years? Gosh.
3 years. March 31st. And
I didn't get you anything.
I'm sure you did, and I really didn't get you
I
anything.
really didn't get you anything.
We have FPU. That's our gift to each other.
Oh, cool. What a nerd.
And
man.
you also asked how we met, which we pretty much already answered that at high school.
She followed me around a lot and like hounded me.
We could tell
Harassed
you
me.
so many stories from our past, but that would take
We got a bunch of
All
small
day.
town stories. Everybody knows everybody. It's fun. I miss it. I miss the country.
Okay, now we'll start with some Dave Ramsey questions.
Let's go. We got about another 3 minutes.
Did y'all have the I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired moment? Or what clicked in your head for you to start being gazelle and really start moving the needle? I feel like Dave was trying to get this question out of us and we didn't answer it very good. It was basically just after JoJo was born, and I remember going back to work and writing down some numbers for the first time ever and listing out our debts. And
I remember seeing that, yeah.
I think that's when I had realized I wished I could stay home, but we listed them out and saw that there was no way that was possible. And we had been listening to Dave, and so it just kind of like, well, let's just do this.
Yeah. When we listed it out and that number down at the bottom, that was what really hit home. And then we basically said, well, where do we want to be and how are we going to get there? And this is the only way to go through Dave's steps. So,
I think just listening to Dave makes you become Gazelle.
yeah, you get motivation from there.
Any tips on getting your free-spirited spouse on board with budgeting?
Well, I'm a free spirit, so let's see if I can answer that. Sit down with her and ask her this question. How do you want to retire? Where do you see yourself as in retirement?
Ask the free spirit that?
Ask the free spirit. How do you want to retire? What would you like to be doing when we're 50? Because what's going to happen is you're going to start looking at stuff. I want to be on the beach. I want to be traveling. I want to do this. I want to do something. But if you got all this debt and all this crap in your way, and you're not directing your money where it's going and what it's going to do, you're going to still be in the same, you're going to be stuck in the rut, same rat in the wheel. So I think that could be a motivation factor for her. Sounds like you've already got it.
You really think a guy's commenting on my video?
Oh, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I'm saying just guy.
I don't know.
But did I say guy?
You're acting like the girl is the free spirit.
I get. No, I didn't mean that. I don't know why I'm thinking that. But yeah, that would be what I would say.
Well, I pretty much handle the budgeting. I put it all together, and then we have to sit down and we talk about it, and I pretty much just beg him to please stick to the budget, and he usually does.
Beg me? You beg me? I do.
We have to compromise, and he does get more than I would like, but that's the only way it's gonna work.
It's on paper,
And he probably wishes he could get even more, but we can't.
No, but really, as far as getting the free spirit on board, I think that was what helped me, was trying to see like, hey, you know, I want to retire with some dignity. I want to be able to do this, that, but I'm not going to be able to do it and carry this debt with me for 20, 30 years. There's no way. Especially with the interest and everything that racks up on you. So,
Who introduced you to Dave Ramsey?
my friend did a long time ago.
His friend told him about him and gave him a book a long time ago,
Cody?
but he never really listened or did anything.
No, I was like 22, going through college, spending money. So I just didn't care about it.
And I don't know how we got back into listening to Dave. I can't remember why.
I remember hearing him on the radio, and that was real like.
He used to drive an hour to work, so maybe that was when he started listening to him. And I had coworkers that listened to him, so I was able to talk to them about the radio show. Do your friends that wanted advice still working the steps? So maybe friends that have asked for advice, are they still working the steps?
Yeah, we've got them in our FPU class right now, and it's really cool because we know them and we get to watch them go through the progress, and we're going through it with them and learning together. It's really fun.
I have one good friend and coworker that has come to my office like 3 different times and said, hey, guess what, I'm debt free today. And then she was using a credit card again the next day, but this time she's been pretty serious about it and following the steps pretty well. Is debt free again. Do you look at your balance on your checkbook and savings often?
I used to do it all the time, daily.
I do, just to make sure that it matches up with our budget.
I used to be obsessed with it.
Because I'm a nerd. But I know you shouldn't do that worrying about what you're going to find.
Right, like I did.
Like I do it just to make sure it's on track with my budget. That this guy hasn't spent stuff without telling me. Are there any parts of Dave's plan that you are resistant to and wished you'd stuck to better earlier? For example, a lot of people are resistant to stop the company match on their retirement.
I understand that.
I wasn't resistant to anything. He was resistant to stop his company match. He didn't fully stop it, or he did for a little bit, but then he
I dropped it down to 1%.
I kept mine at 1% the whole time.
Put it back up to 3, and then just recently dropped it up to 6.
How long do you think baby step 3 will take you to complete?
Well,
We're
our
just now
goal
getting started on it.
is June, but what? I'm sorry.
You think that's gonna happen?
Our goal was June, but we had to pay taxes that we weren't expected, and we bought a car, cash money, and now we're pretty much back to a couple grand.
0.
Oh, 0. See?
So I'm thinking maybe after our RSUs, and if you get that referral bonus,
I got a couple more bonus checks coming too.
maybe by August, I'm gonna guess.
I gotta keep working. See, this is motivation to me to pick up the phone, and start dialing. Are you on baby step 3? Trying to get out of debt? Then pick up the phone and start dialing. Does anybody know what movie that's from?
Do you know what movie that's from?
Okay. Wolf of Wall Street, if you don't know.
Are you struggling to stay motivated during
That's a
baby
good
step
question.
3 in comparison to baby step 2?
Great question.
No.
Me, yes. And here's why. Because when you're in debt, it's more pressure. Not more pressure, but I think you want to try harder to get out of debt than you do to save money. Does that make sense?
I guess you could say if we were still on baby step 2 and had to do the taxes in the car, I'd be a lot more upset.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I'm
Absolutely.
still motivated to like
Oh, wow, I just thought of that. Wow.
just stick to our budget
That
the
would have
same way.
sucked. We had all that debt, and then we had to pay taxes and then the car, we had more debt pile on. Just thought of that. You guys, if that happens, you guys, you just get piled on debt, you gotta just add it to the list. I mean, that's what you gotta do, just one step at a time. Think about it, once you do get out of debt and things like that do happen, like to us, we didn't have any stress, no worry. Can I tell them how much we paid in taxes? It was a lot. We didn't even, just wrote the check, done.
Okay, and then final money related question.
These are good questions, by the way. I like this.
We pretty much answered, are we motivated? Yes, it definitely feels a little bit different, but we're definitely motivated
Oh, I see a
to hit
question
baby
here.
step 3.
Is JoJo as precious in person as she is on camera? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, she is.
She is until bedtime.
She's beautiful. She's awesome. She's fun.
She's a kid,
Can't
so
believe we're
there's
gonna have
ups and
another one.
downs, but she's really sweet and funny
And
and smart.
are we enjoying FPU? Teaching it? Yes, that is fun. It's really awesome to be able to do something like that and have God choose us to go down this path and be able to share it. Now,
I'm gonna do a
coordinators.
video on FPU though and how I
Okay.
feel about it. But yes, we really enjoy it. Somebody said I really enjoyed Jared's goals and inspiration when you made the goals video. Can you provide an update as to how your goals and focus is going?
yeah, I was just looking at those earlier, actually, doing a self-evaluation check on myself, and not too good. You know, I would say I'm a 5 out of a 10 right now.
I mean, our financial goals we're doing well, but personal, well, I think that I said that my career goals were 3 videos a week because I wasn't talking about work, and I've been doing good on that. But have you been sticking to your work goals?
Well, I have been reading a book a month. I have been mentoring more with some people around me, and then also looking for mentors, going to lunch more with one-on-one mentors. We started going to lunch more with some of the church people. That was a social goal.
We've had friends over that were
Had friends
interested
over.
in debt-free
Yep.
stuff, so that's
Done some social goals. So, I mean, my only thing I haven't hit is my not doing well in my career goals as well as I want to do. My health goals, working out, eating better. Found out I have high cholesterol, so I'm working.
why'd you say it like that?
What?
High cholesterol.
That's how I say it.
Is there any
That's a
other
good question.
30-year-olds that have high cholesterol?
Yeah, I'm worried about it. I gotta eat better. Sitting there eating beef jerky at 10, 15 at night.
Finish yourself.
Alright, so
So they're going okay, but they could be going better. We need to like watch our own video once a month.
yeah, it's cool that, this kind of keeps me in check, but I got them written down on the board where I see them every day, and they kind of remind myself that gotta get it in check, Jared.
Can you share your cleaning schedule and who does what?
I do everything. I clean everything.
We don't have. Shut up. We don't have a cleaning schedule.
No, we just
Like,
make JoJo
a
clean.
lot of these YouTube people, like, I'm so jealous of how much they're able to clean, but I don't know. We keep our house clean, pretty picked up, but I clean the bathrooms. What do you do? He takes care of the yard.
what do you do?
He's good at dusting. I hate dusting, so he always dusts. We both do the dishes. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny. He's good at dusting.
He's good at organizing.
Changing up, taking out the trash. I do the dishes all the time.
I just said we both do the
Oh.
dishes.
Dishes, that's like where a lot of our time is.
I'll do the laundry and clean the bathrooms. He does. We both vacuum. I do grocery shopping. I do all the hard stuff.
I do the yard work and the gardening. You gotta.
He's
if you-
good for a guy about
If
cleaning.
you own your house
That's
or
because he's girly.
buying your house, it's fun to clean it. You just can't let it own you, because sometimes you get obsessed with things.
How different does it feel to be having a baby debt free? It's exciting.
I think it'll be a little bit more sync. That'll be a good question when our second baby comes.
And the bills come and we can just pay it.
But no, what's really cool is being able to teach this stuff to JoJo. We bought this thing for JoJo at the Smart Conference. What's it called?
Obviously, it's less stressful because I looked through my pregnancy journal with JoJo, and I wrote in there a few different times, I'm worried about money, and now I don't feel that way, so obviously that's different. What was the boy's name in JoJo's pregnancy? I've had my names picked out for a long time. Ever since I saw A Knight's Tale, I knew I wanted the name Jocelyn, and then when I saw Giant with James Dean, his name was Jet, J-E-T-T, and he liked it right away, so we've always had the boy name Jet picked out, and then Jordan could have been a boy or a girl, so we've had our names picked out for a long time. And am I going to breastfeed? Jared, are you going to breastfeed?
Yeah, I did it last year. It's your turn this year.
He did a little bit last time. He helped a little bit, but yes, I'm going to. I did with JoJo I was only able to nurse for 2 weeks, and it was very painful, and she didn't latch on good, so I pumped for 7 months. So I'm hoping that this time goes better and I can actually do it right.
Who's pregnant with twins?
One of my subscribers. I don't have the names written down.
Boys, girls?
She didn't say boys or girls.
Or one of each?
Okay, that's all the questions. Thank y'all for answering. Sorry so long.
Twins would be weird.
Some people never
Twins would be
shut up.
cool. What if we had one boy, one girl twin?
Well, I think you'd go nuts.
That was awesome. I like that. Well, I'm really tired, but it was fun to answer those questions and think about. I think there's one sticking right there. Where I see myself in 5 years. JoJo's gonna be 8 years old.
You're gonna be 35.
I need to go think about that one again and write it down.
Sorry for being so quiet and boring, but JoJo's in bed, and we love you guys, and thank you so much for watching and commenting, and we hope you'll have a great week. Be safe.